Hello, good morning. Sorry, I didn't feel like getting my tripod, and I'm also just kind of stalling so that I don't have to leave yet because someone was standing in front of my garage door. Yeah, so, oh god, I just got incense dust everywhere. Anyways, I gotta lock in before the end of the year. Like, I just do. Today's the 4th, I think, maybe the 5th. I got Hans Gruber falling off the Nakatomi Plaza here to tell me what day it is because Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Anyways, I set up my Christmas tree last night. I honestly didn't think I was gonna set it up because I'm leaving my place on the 15th, not coming back until like 27th or the 28th. So I was like, is it even worth it? But then I was like, I'll just leave it up for most of January and then it'll be worth it. But then I also was decorating it and I was like, I kind of hate my tree now, but it's too late to get new ornaments. Like if I'd set it up on like November 1st or something like that, then I could justify getting completely new ornaments, but I didn't. I set it up on December 4th or 5th or whatever day it is. So that's next year's problem because maybe I'll be in a different mood next year. Maybe I'll like my tree next year. I don't know. I have so many errands to run. I've been needing to go to IKEA for like a month now because I have this bookcase over here. Hang on, we'll move over there. I have this bookcase here and it's little, you know, and I have all this vertical space above it, and I've used all of the vertical space on like this wall and like other walls in the area because I have such tall ceilings. And this is like the one spot where there's so much unused vertical space. And then below it is just all of my dark academia books and like a bunch of my classics and stuff because my classic shelf is full. And I've been wanting to move that Lego set for a while anyways. So I'm just gonna go get like 2 floating shelves from IKEA to put above it. And I have the floating shelves in my bedroom and they're completely full of books. So I know that they'll hold the books. And also these ones are like, this is like my pretty shelf. This is like nothing too full goes here. You feel? Yeah, so I have to go IKEA. That's like south of me, like 30 minutes south. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go from there and just work my way north and like just check off spots where I'm buying Christmas presents. Do you feel? Yeah, we're doing Christmas shopping, we're running errands, I gotta wash my car, I gotta go grocery shopping. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a new like Japanese grocery store that opened up near me a few weeks ago and I went, but I need to go back. So we're locking in and you're coming with me because that's the only way I'll actually get stuff done. Everyone in SoCal wants to dress like it's actually December, but it is in fact 70 degrees outside right now. So I was sweating in there. I was sweating so much. I've had this cardigan forever and I forget how warm it is because the seam ripped on the sleeve hole. And so I hadn't mended it until this morning. So I haven't worn it in like a year. I'm debating if I want coffee or not, but I kind of have to pee already. I already had 2 coffees this morning. I think I'm just gonna go to Barnes now. I don't think I'm gonna go to the Jellycat store today. I feel like the Jellycat store that's south has had the same stuff forever, and so I'd rather go to the one that's north. But this Barnes just opened up last week. It opened on Black Friday, which is crazy. So I want to go check it out. I know it's gonna be a new one. I don't like the new ones, but if I don't like it, then I'll go north either later or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because there's some stuff I want to take north, and I'll go to my regular Barnes, which I love, which hasn't been updated yet. I also I'm probably gonna have to just make 2 Barnes trips anyways, because I'm looking for stationery stuff. My regular Barnes has a really good stationery section, but I also know I'm going to this new Japanese grocery store that opened near me, and I kind of checked out their stationery, and they had the pen that I love. I got a pen in Japan. It's everything to me. I need 12 of them, but they do have those, and I know the people that I'm shopping for are gonna like those pens. I maybe will look, and I'll look at notebooks specifically at this Barnes, because the last Barnes I went to in San Diego, they just had an okay stationery section, and I had someone with me, and I didn't want to be annoying and spend like 3 hours in the store. So let's go check out this new Barnes. Let's go to Barnes. Also, my car does not want to connect to the internet today, which is a crazy thing to say, actually. I think it's less upset now that I'm like somewhere else, because it started off at my house on the Wi-Fi. This is crazy to say. Okay, this is, yeah. No, it's still pissed. It doesn't want to navigate with like internet. For some reason, it started using the internet when I was like halfway to IKEA. That's annoying. It is like using the internet to load Spotify, okay? But it doesn't want to connect to the navigation. I mean, like, it's navigating, it's just not giving me like fastest route or here's traffic or, you know, whatever. This is not a problem. It's just annoying. I know for a fact people in the car right here are still in the car. That's fine, it's fine. We had some success. Oh my god. I'm once again sweating. I was in there forever. I was in there for like 45 minutes at least, and I was in the journal aisle for the majority of the time. I gotta say though, the orange outlets Barnes, great. Love it. It's not like cozy like an old Barnes. Like I'm gonna go to my regular Barnes because that one's cozy. But this one had a fantastic selection. The sections were really big, except for the sci-fi one was a little small, especially compared to my regular Barnes, that they just have a really big sci-fi section. But I really liked the layout of that store, and it was like deep, like deceptively deep. And I did get myself something while I was in there. I have all of the indie covers, but I had to get Rewind It Back in the new covers, and I also love the sprayed edges. And this one's been out for a while now, for like 2 months, I think. This one came out in October because The Right Move just came out, and that one is so cute. That's my next one, but I had to get myself a little something. I also am worried about them stop selling the sprayed edge one. To be fair, I haven't seen Rewind It Back without the sprayed edges, but I also haven't seen it in a while, I feel like. So IDK, but there was some success. I did get some stuff. We're gonna go to the Japanese grocery store now. Sick. Let's go. My car is still pissed. Whatever, bro, whatever. I don't know how I got here. I'm not gonna lie. Both Ulta and Ebisu, I think is how it's pronounced, were very overwhelming. So I'm just gonna wash my car and go home now, and then I'll have to go to Target some other time, or honestly I could just go to the regular grocery store, because I really want an acai bowl, and it's right next to the grocery store that I go to, that I like, that's not Target. Yeah, we're gonna do that. The one thing I will say though is last time I went, they only had really big bottles of Pocari Sweat, and this time they had regular sized bottles of Pocari Sweat. I just need somewhere that I can find to buy these in bulk, or to buy the like little mix-in packets, because I love Pocari Sweat. I just love it so much, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I'm almost out of this from when I bought it in April. But this setting spray, the best. They have all the viral stuff in there. It's like going to Don Quixote, but it's not as cheap, and it's in America. The music is just as loud, except it's not the Don Quixote song, which is kind of not as good. We'll do a Ulta haul when I get home, because none of that ended up being gifts, funnily enough. I went into the grocery store and I was checking out, and then I saw, as I was like, literally I checked out, then as I was walking out with all of my shit in my arms because I didn't want a bag, and I didn't take a bag in because I don't know why, but I didn't. It was a choice that I made in the moment. But I was walking out and then I saw blister packs, and I was like, I can't remember if I was told to buy blister packs, to not buy blister packs. I couldn't remember if blister packs were good or not, but I was like, you know what, I'll grab two. They had like a ton, and I was like, and I'll just like rip these, you know, like I just want to rip some packs, honestly. And then I texted my sister afterwards and I was like, are blister packs good? And she was like, yeah, what is it? And I was like, there's Scarlet Violet. And she's like, well, what are they? Like, what? And I was like, I don't know. And then she immediately texted in like our group chat with her and her boyfriend, because her boyfriend is the one that got her and the rest of us into Pokemon cards. But she's like, hey, her grocery store has blister packs. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I bought these for me to rip, but if they're good, I can go back and buy some more. So now I have 2 packs to rip as soon as we get home. And I stopped and I got my acai bowl. Normally, when I grocery shop and then know I'm gonna get an acai bowl, because it's like just around the back of the grocery store basically, I normally would sit in my car, order for pickup my acai bowl, and then I'm in a really touristy area, so there is a high chance someone could just step into the road. So normally I would sit in my car and pick up for, like, do pickup and then drive over, find parking, because it's a nightmare to park there. But I'm also usually going like in the morning and not at like 2 p.m. So I was like, maybe it'll be fine at 2 p.m. It was not fine. Yeah, so I didn't pre-order because I was like, it'll be empty, like it's not a mealtime. And then there was some very, like, not indecisive people in front of me, but they just wanted every topping because it's like a build your own bar, you know? It's always hot in there and stuffy, and it's hot outside, and I'm in this big sweater, and I'm so excited to be home and not have to go back out. I just, like, raw dogged 6 hours of holiday shopping, too. Like, that's kind of crazy. I left at 10, and it's 2. I am glad I went today, though, and because it's a Friday and not tomorrow on Saturday, because it was already busy enough. Like, the Barnes was packed. There's a reason I went a week after opening instead of opening weekend like I did with the Brea Barnes, because that was a nightmare, and this was still kind of a nightmare. All time, what I can show you that's not gifts. At Ulta, I figured they were gonna have this brand. I've been out of my retinol or I'm running very low, but I wanted to stock up and take the new one, my trip, for Christmas. And then this is the moisturizer that I use. I love it. It's good for oily skin. I did not realize that Ulta was gonna have this brand. They had a ton of Korean beauty there. I don't know why I'm surprised. And since I saw Wicked for Good, I've been wanting the lip combo, and I assumed it was Rem Beauty, the Wicked like Glinda kit. Apparently it's not. So supposedly she uses the, according to a TikTok that Ari made, she uses the Practically Permanent Lip Stain Marker in Booked and Busy. So I grabbed that. And then she just said she uses the Glinda lipstick, and I was like, I could not figure it out. So I just grabbed the matte lipstick in Bubbly. I think it's wrong, but I want to try it. I don't have a good lip combo right now, or one at all. And then, let's see, what did I get for myself? You saw my Pocari Sweat. Can I also just turn everyone on to the And Honey hair oil? Because when I tell you, this has changed my hair since I started using it regularly. Put it on wet hair after the shower, scrunch your ends with it. I have very brittle hair. I do my hair myself, and I recently just bleached black dye out of the bottom, so the bottom is very gross, very, very gross. It's very short, but this stuff makes it so that I can sleep in my hair however I want, and it'll be fine the next day, basically. I showed you this. Love. Love, 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 love. Oh, and then this is the brand of pens. Let me show you the one I actually got for myself. So these Jetstream 0.5 with the 3 colors. I got turned on to the multiple color pens on a show by a producer that loved them, and I, like, at the end of the season, obviously I took one of the ones that no one took. And I love the multicolored pens. I have a few of them, but this one, whatever crack is in this pen is to die for. I got a Pokemon one in Japan, and I was like, oh no, that pen is gonna run out and I'm never gonna be able to find it again. You can find them anywhere, but this one's got Winnie the Pooh on it. I live in the land of the mouse, so everything is Disney themed. I live in the heart of tourism. The rest of these are gifts that you can't see, but then I also got this lip tint for free, I guess. The guy was like, I have this lip tint for you, do you want it? I was like, hell yeah, I want it. Oh, it smells really good, but it's like, yeah, should we rip some packs now? My acai bowl is kind of cooling in the freezer for a moment, but let's rip. Should we rip? Let me find them. Okay, I'm more than likely gonna end up going back and getting more of these, but these are the ones that I got. I really want this Smoliv promo card. I'm also confused at why my grocery store just had these. I have never seen cards at this grocery store. They were just basically, when you're walking out of the self-checkout, there's usually like pumpkins or whatever there. Oh my god, I'm trying to bend the cards. And there was just a thing there with these cards. And I was like, are those real? Look at his face. Anyways, code card. My dog isn't here to enjoy that. Okay. Cute. Wait, this is one of the clay ones. I love the clay ones. That's going in my binder. Magikarp. I love Magikarp. Sorry. If you didn't know, I love water types. Wait a minute. Oh, no. I didn't get two of those. Okay, Charcadet. Flamingo. Oh, Flamigo. Huh? Orthworm? Okay, sure. On to the second one. This one is the Growlithe promo. Pick a color. I always want to say pink, and pink is the one. Purple. Oh, orange. Great Ball. Reller. Quaxley. Oh my god, you can't see. Tink-a-tink. Cutie Pie. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce these. Delivery Drone. Oh my god, Gay Fish. God, I keep moving it. We got 2 winners. I have a special, let me go get my binder and I'll show you. All of my bulk I keep in the back of my binder, and most of it just slapped onto the floor. Oh good, no, it was only the Japanese bulk that came out. That's good. This is where I keep the clay ones and the crochet ones, except for this crochet one I keep in the front. I actually have 2 of these Sandygast cards, which I think is really funny. Oh, I don't have, this is my like water type page, because I'm a water type girly. I don't have a Magikarp yet. Yay! Right? Oh my god, how do I not have a Magikarp? I have a Misty's Magikarp, because this is my Misty spread. I have a Misty's Magikarp, but I don't have just a regular Magikarp. Oh my god, fun! Okay, I'm gonna eat my acai bowl now. Actually, real quick, I'll give you a tour of my acai bowl. It has been smushed by the lid and traveled, but I get my blueberries, my blueberries, my blueberries. I'm getting matcha powder everywhere. Wow, hot mess incoming. Oh god, the chia pudding is dripping off the side. Regular acai. I usually get hemp granola, but I forgot because I haven't been in this place in a while. So I got almond honey, regular chia pudding, strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, since they got pineapple. I used to get banana, but I hate the way the banana freezes. Oh my god. And then I got sweetened coconut, dried cranberries, chia seeds, and matcha powder. And that's it. And it's a disaster. My god. Okay. Talk later. You can't tell, but those are gigantic holes. They're like the size of a dime. They're like this big. Because I tried to use these wall anchors that I love. They're really thick. I know that they're really gonna hold in the drywall, but I think because that's like another unit on the other side of this wall, there's like more wood like closer to the surface of the drywall here. So I either need to use like long ass screws or rinky dinky little regular wall anchors. Because I got those in, but they were sticking out like 1/4 of an inch. And I just kept trying to screw them and it just stripped all of the drywall out of there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bump it up slightly. And actually, apparently my math was completely wrong. I could definitely fit 3 on this wall, but I am just gonna straddle that top hole and then go back in later and fill in the bottom hole, and no one has to know because there's definitely no proof of this. Also, I'm sweating my ass off. I have yet to turn on my heat this fall. Actually, I turned it on for like 2 hours one time because it was 64 degrees in here and that was just slightly too cold. Yeah, but I wanted to hang that top one first. I mean, I guess like, okay, the last time I did this, I was able to get these back off. And this time, for whatever reason, I cannot get these back off. I don't know why, if they're just slightly tighter. So, you know, maybe we'll only have one shelf for now. And then when I have another set of hands that can help me hold it, we can hang up this one. But I also forgot that the last time I did this, I hung up 6 of these, the same size, but they have like a connecting bracket so that you can make them like double long. And I forgot that it literally took me like 2 full days to do it. And I was sitting here, I was doing math and I was trying to do it in my head, and then I just look over at my phone over here and I'd be like, I need the calculator. And I'd come and I'd use the calculator and then I'd go, what did I say? I don't remember this being this hard last time I did this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna have to math it. But luckily, this one's already put together, so I can just measure the entire length and then figure out like how far in the hole is. And then I can just go off of that. But then I also like can at least get the holes drilled and get the wall anchors in, the drywall anchors. I've started on this mission and I hate it, but my entire kitchen now is a disaster. This is why IKEA says you have to have friends. I don't know how I did it, but I got the top one up there. I was putting it on my shoulder. I was standing on the corner of the couch. I got a bar stool to get the top ones in, but I was right. It was really difficult to pound the thing in right. I'm hoping this one is easier because it's not quite as high. I also only used screws on that because I was feeling it bite into wood. Here's to hoping I'm gonna make that my sci-fi shelf, I think, because this one I did get wall anchors into, but up there I could not get them to go in. It was sticking out this far and it would not go in further, so I screwed a different hole. Actually, I just screwed this into the hole that I screwed in one of these all the way, or like as far as like it would go in with that, and I felt it bite into wood, I hope, fingers crossed. And then I tried to put that, because they're like the same width, you know, I tried to shove that drywall anchor in, so there's like 6 holes behind that now. I hope that doesn't matter either. It's fine. I'm only gonna put like 4 books and, okay, like 5 or 6 books and the Dune Lego set up there for now. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, this one, I don't know. Okay, so just join me for this ride. It's gonna be really interesting. Good morning. It's not morning. It's 11, but I've been feeling bad this morning. So I had a chill morning. I've just been doing some cleaning up, moving books around. I did get the top shelf set up last night at like 9:30. But one thing I do want to do is I want to just like gut my kitchen of everything I don't use. If you don't know, I work in reality TV and I did a lot of cooking shows for like 3 years straight, and you always get a lot of kitchen stuff on those. So I have a lot of really random kitchen stuff. Like I literally, all of these black dishes, these bowls, I got all of those on a show. These plates, these plates, these plates, those bowls, the wine glasses, like so many glasses and just really random stuff I got on shows. And there's a lot of it that I don't use. So I just want to like declutter. Like my cup cabinet is so full. My mug cabinet is egregious. Like they're stacked too high up there. This shelf is completely full. There's a lot going on in my kitchen, and I just want to declutter. I have a lot of appliances I don't use. I don't think I'm gonna part with them though. Just because it's like sometimes I do use them. I got a juicer and I went through like a juice phase, and honestly it was great. I loved my juice phase until I accidentally made poison. Not poison, but it tasted like poison. So I just want to declutter so bad. I've literally had these mugs on my floor to get rid of for like 6 months now, and I just haven't. And I finally like went and pulled out a bunch of stuff in my closet like 2 weeks ago. I say 2 weeks ago because I was gone all of last week, so it was fine. I am finally ready to drop them off somewhere. Yeah, so I'm just gonna literally start pulling stuff out. I'm gonna watch some Vampire Diaries on the TV because I'm doing a rewatch. I'm almost to the best part. You know. That's all I gotta say for now. This is definitely like more and less than I thought it would be. This cabinet, my cup cabinet, it like feels like it's empty with how I reorganized it now, where I've put all of like the plasticware up a little higher and all the glassware lower, just because like I don't reach for the plasticware, but my family does. And when my family's here, we usually have like little ones here too. So I gotta keep the plasticware. I was gonna get rid of most of the pink cups because I hate them, but my family uses the heck out of them. So, you know, and then I was gonna get rid of these beer glasses too. Actually, now that I think about it, I have so many of these other cups. I get 4 of these a year from the Lazy Dog. And I love these. I make my matcha in these, and they're overflowing on my bar cart right now. So I might actually, because I have used these maybe twice since I've had them, since 2021. So I think I am gonna get rid of these, and I'm gonna move some of the beer can glasses up into that spot because I forgot I was gonna do that actually. Otherwise, this is so much stuff. And this cabinet, I love the way that this is organized now, where I put the ramen bowls a little lower because we have a lot of ramen, and I love these bowls, but I also have ramen bowls in here. So it was kind of like a, what do I do? But then I was like, well, if I make them easier to get, and then it's like, keep these, because we don't really reach for these, but sometimes we do. But I usually go more for, I don't know why I put these in the back. These are my go-to wine glasses. And then I have these really cute cow cups that are all dirty in the dishwasher, but I have left space for them. Now we just have like a tiny bit more rearranging, and then I just need to find a box for these to go in it. I think the last things I'm going to do today is wrap presents, and I think I'm gonna walk to the free little library that's in my neighborhood, because I do have some books that I am going to keep in the unhaul pile because I just rage rehauled books that I rage unhauled, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna take a few of these to the free little library in my neighborhood. But that's my plan for the rest of the day, basically. I've been working on some sewing stuff, some cosplay stuff. I have lots of presents to wrap, so I gotta lock in. That's the point, we're locking in. So here's the thing with this vlog, is that I didn't really know where it was going, but I had a weird day yesterday. I know this seems sudden, but it's not for me. Basically, I got trapped in my house all of yesterday because my garage is kind of weird and it opens onto like kind of like a circle, kind of. But my neighbor is moving, thank God, because they were a nightmare. But also not thank God, because the neighbor group chat really popped off every time they would do something crazy. Anyways, their truck was blocking my garage the entire day yesterday. And so I was like, well, technically there's like 3 places that I could walk to, but that's not the places that I want to go to. So I was kind of trapped indoors and it kind of threw off my whole vibe, I'm not gonna lie. But I did start a new book. I just started Red Rising. Just started. I'm like 60% of the way through it. If I had my way, I would finish it. Why can I not get that bobby pin out? That's crazy. Anyways, I've been fairly productive today. I've been working on my Syl costume. We decided we're gonna go to Dragonsteel Nexus next year. Like we gotta. And that's probably where I will premiere Syl, because I have not said this anywhere else yet, I don't think, but Syl was originally my contest piece for next year, and then I kind of fell out of love with it the more that I was working on it. And then I watched Frankenstein, and then I decided I needed the wedding dress. So the wedding dress is gonna be my contest piece for next year. I think this is like the first time I'm publicly saying that. Oh my god, that's crazy, not the locking in vlog. Anyways, I have been trying to get the skirt to a good point where all of the pieces are kind of like together, and I've gotten really close. It's just a lot of hand basting. Oh my god, I'm exposing myself right now. Also, I hate this wig. I love this wig, but I hate this wig. I did actually lock in today. I didn't leave, and I didn't get the things that I needed to done, but I did get a bunch of TikToks filmed, and that was part of my locking in process. This more, I have an idea, but I think I'm actually gonna end this here, and we're just gonna have to do a second locking in vlog, because I have so much more to do, and I feel like I've filmed so much, and I have so much just yapping footage that I need to just like split it up. Yeah, I'm gonna end this one here because I locked in for the evening. I thought I was done for the night, and then I got myself to cry and cosplay like I've been wanting to. And I know exactly how we're locking in tomorrow, and that is by saying goodbye to these babies. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. This is a crazy look for an outro. Thank you so much for being here today, this week, whenever you are watching this. Oh, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. And that was my year-end goal, and it is December 8th. I think I hit it on like the 6th, and I'm so happy. I'm genuinely so happy. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying again. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I love all of you so much. I'm living my dream right now. Oh my god, and I have to say goodbye before I just start crying some more. So I will see you next week. We're locking in again, and then it's my birthday, and then it's the holidays, and I want to do a Vlogmas, but I don't know if I will. So I guess we're gonna find out together. Goodbye for now. That clip was perfectly 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. And also, look at my Kirby star. I love my Kirby star.